Howdy, Practical Patriots and Practical Preppers. Yachate, Ros, aus Texas, Johnny Practical Nerds. Hey, folks, I am high, I am dry, I'm doing pretty good. And let's talk a little bit about what's going on in Houston. I'm getting a lot of my friends calling me, and I'm seeing a lot of my friends off, and I'm waiting my turn. I'm getting myself prepped up here, okay? You know, all the native locks are gone. For starters, folks, let me talk to you about what's going on here from a Texas prepper's point of view here. First of all, let me say a big, heartfelt thank you to all of you for everything that y'all are doing, for your prayers, your well-wishing, your donations. I mean, everything that y'all have done out there for Texas. I can't say thank you. And for those of you who sent me personal messages, I am truly honored and truly humbled. So thank you all very much. Now, I want y'all to understand the size and the complexity of this problem we have. Understand, folks, that the size of Houston and the 8 surrounding counties is the size of New Jersey, the state of New Jersey, okay? The city of Houston itself, which is the 4th largest in the nation, is the size of Rhode Island. So we're talking about a pretty good sized problem we're having here, okay? Understand also, folks, that 1/5 of the refineries that are in America are in Texas, okay? So we have a few problems here, okay? I want to tell you all about the positive things, and I want to tell you all about the negative things, because I want us all to learn from these things, again, from a prepper's point of view, folks, okay? For starters, this kind of, as a prepper, proves my point that no matter what disaster happens, that people will come together and they will help each other, okay? For the most part, they will, all right? We're the Cajun Navy, I can't say y'all thanks for stepping up and bringing your boats in here. People are coming in from all over the country. I think that's awesome. I do also know that people have donated so much that a lot of places are saying, whoa, we can't take anymore. And so the positiveness and the good-heartedness of people is there. No matter what disaster, folks, I'm telling you this, people will be people. There will be humans, okay? You will have the great ones, and I can't say thank y'all enough to those people, and that just proves to you that, and to myself, that you have some of these YouTubers that say, oh, when this happens, this people will be killing each other, they'll be strangling, you know, it's, you know, that much of it, yes, but this much of it, no. We'll always, people, we would not have survived as a species this long if we really thought that way. While we do have the ability to destroy each other, what are we doing? We're helping each other, okay? That's a point right there. Now, that's why I disagree with those YouTubers that, you know, while I subscribe to some of them, I just kind of, okay, I'm learning from you. I'm learning how I don't want to be, okay? But I'm learning from you. And that's what I want this to be about, is a learning experience for all of us preppers, okay? I've sent a few of my friends off to Rockport and to Houston. Thank you so much, Ken and Cindy from Patriot Armor. You make an awesome product, and trust me, y'all's product have gone out to help protect some people, okay? I just can't say big shout out to y'all. Thank you all so very much. What have we learned about being a prepper? Well, I had my plates and I had my carriers and stuff. I had a few other things that I sent out. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can see, but I got stuff spread out of here on my little sofa up here. And I'm just kind of getting my things ready. And as a prepper, folks, I'm just going to sit there and say that that is the positive thing, that those of us who are preppers, you know, who's calling us crazy now in this situation? Now, the other thing, people, I want to talk to you all about is that there are some bad things that are happening, okay? And for starters, you heard me mention that Texas is home to 1/5 of the refineries in this state. What we're seeing here, and we're seeing a gas shortage, but what we're seeing, you go to the pumps and there's no gas. Now, why is that? Is it because there's no gas, or is it because people are panicking and they're buying all the gas, you know? Okay? I'm saying that people who aren't preppers are panic buying, and they're going in every opportunity they're getting. I'm not kidding, folks. I am seeing every receptacle under the sun, from actual gas cans to 5-gallon buckets. I saw a guy pull up with an IBC tank and 250 gallons. I'm like, that guy's got to be a farmer because, or a prepper, because those size of that tank, that's 250 gallons. Now, I'd like to know who has the money to to be able to afford to fill up that 250-gallon tank with current prices. And yes, prices are going up, partially because of Labor Day weekend and because people are, again, panic buying. But it is something, okay? So, folks, so those of us that, like me, I tell people go buy a box of ammo at a time and save it up and shoot a few for practice. Go buy 5 gallons of gas at a time. Keep a 55-gallon polypod and just kind of fill it up as you need it, understanding that gas will only stay in there for about a year or so, as long as you take good care of it. But these people are not preppers, they're panickers, and you're always going to have that, okay? So just something to keep that in mind, folks, the panic buying. There's no water on the shelf, but yet I'm ready to rock, people, okay? And a lot of my other prepper friends are too that have rain catchment systems and water purifiers and whatnot. We're just fine, okay? Something else that's bad, we're seeing people, looters. We are seeing looters. Homeowner, let me just say this, folks, that when a looter comes in someone's house and you have a homeowner still there and he's armed, have y'all heard the news? Okay, it is what it is, okay? In Texas, you will see signs up, hand-printed, made out, whatever the case may be. You loot, we shoot. Just a word to the wise or unwise. You take your own life at risk. I'm going to leave it at that, okay? You've also got looters, people that are going from stores to stores, whatnot, and you see, like y'all see that fellow with a shotgun trying to protect his own little community there. Kudos to you, sir. You deserve a medal from the governor. I had somebody look at me and say, well, the only reason they're doing it is because they can't afford and they don't have jobs. They can't afford that and they can't have jobs. So let me tell y'all something. If I see a young person carrying a 44-inch flat screen TV and he can run with it, I got a few recruiters I want you to talk to because you're in pretty good shape, okay? Just FYI. All right, you can carry a 44-inch flat screen TV and run, you're in pretty good shape. I think I know a few political government agencies that can employ you. All right, now, another negative thing that I have seen that people have talked to me about, and I try not to dwell too much on it, but you had this cartoonist that drew what I would consider a stereotypical Texan being rescued by the Coast Guard. Y'all saw that? Big 10-gallon hat, Confederate flag on his shirt, saying, angels sent from God that came to save me. And there's a guy inside the helicopter saying, no, sir, we're sent by the federal government. Well, obviously, the person that drew that has either never been to Texas because he's got a stereotypical attitude about it, or he's been to Texas, came with that attitude, and had an attitude of slightly adjustment and a wedgie and had his milk money taken away and sent back out of here, okay? Because anyone who knows us real Texans know that that is far from the truth, okay? For a couple of reasons, but the one I'm going to point out, it took the government 3 days to get in here and do anything, all right? Texans were helping Texans. Neighboring, like Louisianans, I'm going to say this again, the Cajun Navy, kudos to y'all, came in to help us, okay? Neighbors helping neighbors, Texans helping Texans. People were leaving their jobs to go help these people, okay? All right. As a matter of fact, God bless rednecks and their big trucks. Pulled out some trucks in the floodwater from the National Guard, did they? God bless that redneck tech. All right, okay. Next person I'm going to kind of hammer on here. I don't know this person's name, and I personally don't really care to, but just for sake of conversation, let's call him Professor Sugar Britches, okay? He said that Texas is deserving what we got because we voted for Donald Trump. Well, I could say a lot, folks, but I am a Texas gentleman. I consider myself one, but let me just say this. Professor Sugar Britches, you are now unemployed, from what I understand. Why don't you be a man? Why don't you be an adult? Why don't you be a human being and come down here and give some of these people who are suffering a hand? Why don't you learn what it means to be a human, a man, and an adult, instead of opening your yap with your ideology, and come down here and give a hand? I challenge you to do that, Professor Sugar Britches. All right? Questions, comments, people? You can see that I feel very strongly about my home state. I am, after all, when you get right down to it, an immigrant that came to Texas, and I'm proud to call Texas my home. I'll be headed out soon myself. Any questions, comments, folks, please understand that If I can't get to you soon, it's because I'm getting my other friends ready and we're all ready to rock out there, okay? Questions, comments, leave them below. Until I see you all again, I'm Johnny the Practical Nurse. God bless y'all, and thank you all so very much. Out here.